I seen somewhere that Tupac was rolling around in his Rolls Royce, and a car rolled up to him, started talking, and you kind of hopped out on him.
Yeah, bro. It was I want to play some of these videos on my Instagram, but all your cursing gonna mess me up. I try to. Yeah, but we was in Wilshire Boulevard, and these some dudes from Bay Area, cause Pac had some beef with some dudes from the Bay Area. I think they was from Marin City or something like that, or Vallejo, whatever. And we was coming out his penthouse, and we was in the car. I was right behind him, and the car pulled up, and they were just, you know, Bay Area slang. They was just talking crap to Pac, like, you a buster, this and this and that, this Bay Area, this and this and that. And but I seen in Pac's face where he was like, oh, not again. Like, you know, you get tired of this. You just want to get out and enjoy your life, but every time you go, people testing you. So Pac was like, okay, pull over. Like, he still wasn't backing down, but I can tell he didn't really want no problems. If I'm not mistaken, Pac had 2 strikes, if I'm not mistaken, to the point, because I remember when he used to ride around with, he wouldn't have a weapon on him anymore. He used to say, one of you guys hold it, because I don't want to get pulled over, you know what I mean? So
plus he was out on bail.
He was out on bail. So he was trying to be real careful. Even get into a fight, you can go back to jail. But of course, because of who he is, he wasn't trying to back down. So when we got to the next light, the people kept mouthing off. And I just couldn't take it, man. So I just jumped out, started slapping them. You know what I mean? I went around the other dude and did whatever. And these dudes went from, oh, Pac, get him off of us. They went from, you know, talking crazy to, you know. But then I remember Pac was upset because he was like, man, you jumping out on people in California, you get shot doing that. Like, so he wasn't really happy that I done it. You know what I mean? He was like, you shouldn't have never done that. I didn't tell you to do it. Like, you could have got shot. Anything could have happened, you know?
Yeah, was that like the only time something like that happened?
No,
or?
all the time, you know, all the time. Like, people would try to test him, you know.
Why do you think that was? That Tupac had just all these...
Even though a lot of people love him, but you got to understand, I don't think it was just an incident just for Pac. I think rappers in general, once you start talking a certain element of things in your rap, people would try to test you. You know, especially in the 90s, they went through an era where who's a real rapper, who's not a rapper, who's a studio. So you have real street dudes that really was, a lot of rappers are rapping about what real street dudes went through. So a lot of these real street dudes are gonna say, okay, well, since you rapping about my life, I wanna see, I'm gonna try to test you. Cause you had incidents where Pac was saying he was one day buying something in Hollywood Boulevard and some dude tried to take off on him. He grabbed the scissors, chasing the dude around the store. So people crazy, bro. People just love to test you. And you got to think about it. That lifestyle gonna bring that, you know. Rappers, especially, even though we try our best to have positive songs, we also have stuff talking about elements of the streets. So I feel like once you open that door of negativity, negative things gonna happen to you. That's why now for myself, I try myself to be, as a 44-year-old man, I try to be positive. I don't go to certain neighborhoods. You know what I mean? If somebody want to hang with me and say, come to my hood, come here, I'm going to say no, because I grew past that. I'm here to raise my kids. It's not about that anymore. We can meet at a specialty coffee shop and chill. Why I got to go to the hood? I feel like once you go to these areas and you open up and you hanging around people that's calling to this thing, then what comes with it, you shouldn't be surprised. That's the same with rap music. If you rapping about it, you shouldn't be surprised when somebody tests you. If you don't want to be tested, you know, stay away from that type of stuff. It comes with the territory, you know?
Yeah, that's real. It's definitely gonna come with it, man. Especially,
it's gonna come with it. You know what I mean?
You can see it a lot in today's music. You know, rappers are just
dying left and right,
dying and going to jail. I mean, I think it's like 20, 30 rappers, and these are like pretty popular rappers. They're not like, you know.
Yeah. That's what's crazy now, because you talking about it, you know, and I think it's some type of conspiracy behind it though, because you know these rappers, they giving them charges like they used to give the mafia.
Right. You
know what I mean? And I think it seemed like the greatest threat to America is white supremacy. This homegrown terrorism is the greatest threat, more than these rappers. You know what I mean? But why nobody's putting these charges on these people? Like, these people going into supermarkets killing everybody, and they've been online saying they're gonna do this. You know what I mean? This is also, I'm not saying if you want to go get, if these people doing whatever they want to do, they break the law, then the law have a right to go get them. I'm not saying that. But you also should be just when it comes to these things. What about these white supremacy? Why they not getting no RICO charges putting on them when they just waking up any moment just killing everybody? You know what I mean? So I think they definitely targeting these rappers purposely. But if these rappers are rappers and doing criminal things, then that's stupid. Because you're an entertainer now. That's like a rapper, that's like a actor, for example. Let's say you hear Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was an actor selling drugs on the side. Some stuff just doesn't make sense. You made it out of the hood. Why you got to go back to the streets? Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
White gangs don't get gang injunctions.
Yeah, it's true. Doesn't
make sense.
There's
like one
white gang?
Like one white gang with a gang injunction. That's it.
Wow, it's crazy. So of course you know they're gonna target you. It's a lot of still racism in the law, so they're gonna come at you anyway. Why give them a reason? You know.